If I'm going shopping, it's most likely going to be op shopping. I prefer to buy things that are already in existence rather than brand new because it reduces the strain on our resources. I love being able to find one-off unique items that Kmart and Target just can't replicate. And I love supporting local communities and charities in the process. Come for a wander around my house with me while I show you some of my most loved pre-loved items. First up is this tea set that I got from an op shop. It was $5. I did originally buy it to drink from, but after a few goes, I realized it had a crack in it, so I couldn't drink from it anymore. So I thought I would just sit it in my bathroom and use it as a jewelry holder, and I absolutely love it. Another favorite op shop find of mine is this coffee table. It was $10. Really light and easy to move around. My son moves it over there for his Xbox. I put it back in the middle for candles and stuff, and it just works really well in this lounge room. I have a bit of a thing for mismatch plates. It's definitely an op shopper thing. I know I'm not the only one. Here are some of the beautiful mismatch plates that I have picked up from op shops. This one is a Churchill, England. I love that you can get high quality for really cheap. So I think that was like a couple of dollars. This one is a Royal Dalton and it was a couple of dollars as well. You can see the stamp on the bottom. I got two of these the other day. They were $1 each, and they are Maxwell Williams Valencia. I've picked up some really good quality shoes over the years. Like these Ugg boots, they were brand new when I got them, and they are genuine Uggs. They were $30, and I've been wearing those for years. I love them. I picked up these brown tall Doc Marten boots. I found those ones on eBay. They were $90, which sounds expensive, but for Docs, that's cheap. I saved myself a couple $100 there. And they're about 10 years old. I just put some leather care on them once a year to keep them nice, and they are still going strong. Hot tip, just put a plastic bottle in each of your boots to hold them up so that they don't fall down in between seasons when you're not using them, and that just helps to keep them in shape. I picked up this gorgeous little wooden plant stand for $1 from a little country op shop. Perfect for holding this palm in my bathroom. I've picked up some really good quality kitchenware over the years, like this stainless steel frying pan. I always turn it over and make sure it's proper stainless steel if I'm going to purchase, because that's what I prefer. So I think that was about $8 or $9. Stainless steel colander was like $1 or $2. That's something that I'll have forever. And then I got this KitchenAid pot with the lid, and that was $12. And that is a genuine KitchenAid stainless steel, and that is my most used pot. I use it all the time. Something I do like to look out for in op shops is cheap candles, because I do go through them a lot when I have my relaxing baths. So this box was $5 for the whole lot of tea lights. So there are loads in there. That's amazing. These ones were 50 cents a box. So I think at the time I grabbed about 8 boxes. I've worked through some of them, so they were a bargain. And then this party light box was $3. So they are scented candles, still complete. So bargain candles is worth looking out for if you can find a good deal, although they are starting to really overprice them, so it's getting a bit tricky. I used to have one of these IKEA cheese graters years ago, but I think I lost custody of it in the divorce. I can't even remember what happened to it. But anyway, I found one in an op shop for $1, so of course I grabbed it. I love how you can grate your cheese, and it's got this lid so you can stick it in the fridge. Also great for like zucchini and carrots and stuff. It's so handy. Op shops are great for random and unique clothing. I've picked up heaps of pieces over the years. It's a slow process. Quite often you'll find nothing, but then you'll find something really cool, and that's what makes the treasure hunt all the more fun. You just don't get the same effect when you walk into a regular store, you see something you like, and then you just go, oh yeah, there's my size. I just don't get as much joy out of that. I've ended up with this magazine bag. I think that's what it would be for, somewhere along the way. And I use it for my leftover coat hangers, and then I can just slot that up there out of the way, and it holds my spare coat hangers without it being a mess. Quite often handbags in op shops are just junky, cheap quality things, but occasionally you can find something that's really good quality, like this Cambridge satchel. I picked it up for about $8 or $9. These are leather handmade bags from the UK. This would have cost a couple $100 brand new. I've actually since bought myself another one of their bags in purple in a different style because I love it so much. I also found a Steve Madden, which is a great little night handbag. And I've got this pretty sparkly one. It has a removable strap. So that's really handy for night. And with these 3 bags, plus my other Cambridge satchel, which I bought, that's all my handbags and I am set. You might notice that I don't actually have a dining table. I got rid of it because it was just a dumping station and no one was actually using it. So I turned it into a sitting area instead. But I still need somewhere to store my handbags. Speaking of handbags, oh, there's the purple Cambridge satchel that I was just talking about with the other little black one, which I leave down there because these are my most used handbags. Storage shelf was $5 from an op shop, and that is perfect for just storing my handbags and odds and ends as the dumping ground, but also being organized in the space. I love these old school scales. They are so easy to use. I have it Ted for this bowl because that's what I mostly use for measuring up butter and things for baking. This is so much better in my opinion than the new battery operated ones because I was finding every time I went to use it, the batteries were dead. So I love this old school one. It's never going to stop working as long as it doesn't fundamentally break. While we're in the kitchen, check out this pottery matching set that I got from an op shop. It comes with the pouring jug, which I use for gravy, and a little handmade pottery mug there. I love them. Here's another mug I've picked up from an op shop. I just love the cute little handle and the clovers. That speaks to the Irish gal in me. Picked up this fine bone china. The tea set, it is Queen Anne, made in England, and I just love that. Occasionally I just want to be fancy and have a nice little tea set with a biscuit on a plate. This cute little wooden mushroom I picked up for $2 from an op shop. It's got a felt bottom, so it looks like somebody's handmade it. So that just sits on top of my toilet. Speaking of mushrooms, I got this pot holder in mushroom design from an op shop somewhere along the way. I just love it. It's so cute. It's so well used, but I just love mushrooms. This electric juicer is a well-used item by my daughter and I. We use it for a lot of the excess fruit that we get in our trolley hauls. You can check out my other videos for the cheap trolley hauls that I get. So that has come in handy. That was $20 off Marketplace. This $2 basket is perfect for the bathroom for holding the shampoos and conditioners. And finally, we couldn't have a secondhand video without mentioning books, right? There are so many books in op shops that I've picked up over the years. I particularly love fantasy, but actually I don't really buy so many books anymore. My eyesight's not what it used to be. I prefer to get large print from the library, but I still have a lovely collection. So let me know in the comments, what are your most loved, pre-loved items that are floating around your house?